Hello class. Today we're going to be teaching you how to add a consent form to your survey in Qualtrics.
My name is Ryan. I'll be controlling the mouse.
I'm Justin. I'm going to walk you through the 15 steps that we have here that are going to be adding the consent form to your survey.
And we decided to choose the Athleta employee survey since we already did it together as a class. All of our surveys should look the same, and it'll be easier to show you how to do the new step.
All right, so once you have the Athleta survey up on your screen, we'll get started. The first step is to go to the bottom of your survey and click Choose Add Block. It'll be at the bottom, Add Block. Once you click Add Block, click the Block Options button. Drop down on the new block and choose Move Block Up. Perfect. In the new block, click Create a New Question.
And when hold on 1 second here. All right, just took a second to load there. All right, ready.
Perfect. In the new block, click Create a New Question. And when you click Create a New Question, make sure to make it a descriptive text. This is where you will type or copy and paste your consent statement, which we will talk about shortly.
So yeah, here we have the descriptive text, and in this block, as you guys know, you can write as much information as you want. And so the next step is just to find a consent form online. And so we Googled a consent form and found one from the University of Milwaukee. And here under consent form templates, if you just want to select an online survey consent form, it'll preview a download. And this download here has all of the instructions on how to edit your consent form provided by the University of Milwaukee. And here at the top, you can see it says delete all instructions in red before submitting. And this here is our survey form that we completed to meet the requirements for our class. And you can see at the top we changed it to Athleta Employee Satisfaction Survey instead of the University of Milwaukee. And for researchers, we have both our names. And the purpose of the study is to demonstrate to our fellow students in Business 152 HR Info Systems how to add a mandatory consent form before beginning, that should say survey. But continuing with the Qualtrics, we just want to copy and paste this part. And I'll let Justin take over for the next steps.
Alright, so once it is copy and pasted into the section there, the next step is to add a question after that statement. So when you add the question, create a new question, make it multiple choice with options I consent and I do not consent.
And you want to make it sure it's just two options. And the question here can say, do you consent to this agreement before completing the survey? And the available options should only be two, as mentioned before. Also mentioned before, they should read, make sure to click automatic choices so that it's not in your way. And as mentioned before, it should say I consent or I do not consent. And one last comment before continuing is you want to make sure that your first question doesn't change format after you copy and paste and remains descriptive text. And besides that, you feel free to continue.
Alright, so the next step is going to be click Survey Flow at the top of the page. Once you've clicked Survey Flow, the page should list Show Block Block 1 and Show Block Default Question Block. click Add a New Element here. Once that is done, choose Branch, and then click to add a condition. Then you're going to create a logic, the if question, the question you created in step 5. Answer choice is consenting, and then there is selected, and click OK.
So the question that we created in step 5 was, do you consent to fulfilling the survey? And you want to make sure that says I consent, and then it's selected, obviously, and then click OK.
Then you're going to click and drag where the main block of your survey says move to place it under the branch.
And the main block of your survey is going to be the default question block. That's where all the athletic questions that we completed earlier in the semester are going to be. So you're just going to move that into this new logic that we've created.
Once you've done that, at the bottom, click Add a New Element here once again. Then you're going to click Choose End of Survey. Once you've done that, click Save Flow at the bottom right.
And now we have our survey completed with a new logic added in the beginning to fulfill the survey consent form. So we'll just go ahead and preview it for you all. If you hit preview, you'll see that the survey begins with the consent form. It's displaying the purpose of the study, what participants will be doing, the risks associated with the study, the possible benefits and costs of it. And you can see here, if we choose do not consent and proceed, we won't be filling out the rest of the survey. It'll just send you back to this prompt. Thank you for submitting your response. However, if you click restart and this option you choose to consent for the survey, then you'll choose it and move forward, and you'll be able to complete the rest of the survey that we filled out in class earlier this semester. So that is the new feature that we would like to show you all, and hopefully you learned something new with the new logic that we've shown you today. And hopefully if employer ever asks you to submit a consent form, then this way you'll know how to go ahead and proceed and add that to your survey. So thank you again. My name is Ryan,
and I'm Justin,
and good luck with the rest of your semester.